Let's take a look at a couple more practical problems with context in them and see if we can apply our simple interest formula appropriately. The first one is pretty straightforward. It says, in order to go on a trip, Joe borrows $750 from his parents and agrees to repay the loan in 8 months with 5% interest. We're assuming simple interest if it doesn't say otherwise. So the question is, how much will he owe? Well, what he borrowed is the original amount, right? So the P sub 0, the original amount, is going to be $750. What else do we know? Well, we know the time is 8 months, but time is supposed to be given in years. So we're going to change that 8 months using our conversion factor 1 over 12 and come up with 2/3. Like we said in a previous video, you don't want to round at this point. So if you put it in your calculator and you get a decimal, convert that to a reduced fraction and use that in your problem. Then we also need to know the interest rate. Well, it says 5%, so we'll turn that into a decimal of 0.05. Now it's just a matter of what we're solving for. So P sub n is going to be that 750 times the quantity, 1 plus RT, which in this case is 0.05 times 2/3. Again, put the whole thing in your calculator all at once, just like it's typed there, and you should come up with the answer of $775. Now, if you are having any kind of calculator issues, please jump on during online office hours or send me an email. Maybe we can set up something else where I can answer your question quickly. But it's usually something very minor, so don't get frustrated with the technology, okay? We'll figure it out. Here's another one. It says you would like to remodel your bathroom in 3 years. So you're planning ahead. Your bank is offering a CD paying 3.1% simple interest. That's not happening these days, just so you know, but we're going to, kind of make believe here. How much should we invest now in order to have $2,500 for the project? All right, so in this one, we're told the future amount, and we need to know what we want now, which is the present amount, that P sub 0, that principal. Okay, so just like before, we're going to take our formula and plug in the pieces. Now for this one, I've put the formula back up here. P sub n, future, equals P sub 0, initial, principal, times the quantity, 1 plus R times T. So plugging in the pieces, I have 2,500 equals P sub 0 times the quantity, 1 plus 0.031, moving the decimal 2 places, times the 3 years. Now you can simplify inside of that parentheses and then divide both sides through, and you should come up with 2,287.28. All right, so $2,287.28.